The air was still, too still. Gone was the familiar buzz of summer insects. No crickets chirped, no cicadas sang their grating song, only silence hung heavy in the air, a suffocating silence that spoke of an unseen invasion. The world had changed. The age of man was over. The age of Cordyceps had begun. The change was subtle at first, a few less bees buzzing around the sunflowers, a decline in the ant colonies that marched across picnic blankets. Then the news reports began, whispers of strange behavior in animals, unusual fungal growths documented deep in the Amazon rainforest. No one could have predicted the devastating domino effect that was about to unfold. No one imagined the silent, invisible enemy that was already tightening its grip on humanity's throat. Cordyceps, a genus of parasitic fungi, already a horror story for the insect world. For millennia, these fungal assassins had been perfecting their deadly dance with their insect hosts. Spores carried on the wind would land on an unsuspecting ant, a beetle, a spider. The fungus would burrow into its host, infiltrating its body, its mind. The insect, no longer in control, would become a mere puppet, its body a vessel for the fungus's sinister purpose. Then came the jump, a mutation, a freak occurrence, a nightmare made real. Cordyceps adapted. It found a new host. Us. It began in the remote villages in the heart of the Amazon. Loggers, returning from the forest depths, complained of strange ailments, fever, coughing, muscle spasms. Doctors, initially baffled, dismissed the symptoms as a new strain of influenza. They were tragically, fatally wrong. Humanity, ever arrogant, continued its march of progress, oblivious to the danger lurking just beyond its peripheral vision. The news mentioned the strange occurrences in the Amazon, but they were quickly overshadowed by celebrity scandals and political debates. Life went on, a terrifying symphony of normalcy on the brink of utter chaos. The infected, however, told a different story. Their symptoms escalated: violent seizures, uncontrollable aggression. Their bodies, ravaged from within, began to exhibit horrifying fungal growths, erupting through skin and bone. The virus, if it could even be called that, attacked the very essence of what made them human, twisting their minds, their instincts, their very souls. They became something else, something monstrous. Section 4. Panic in the streets. The illusion of normalcy shattered. The virus, highly contagious, spread like wildfire. Airports became vectors for the disease, carrying infected individuals to every corner of the globe. Cities, once bustling hubs of human life, descended into pandemonium. Hospitals, overwhelmed by the sheer number of patients, became little more than overcrowded death houses. The internet, once a source of information and connection, became a breeding ground for fear and misinformation. Governments, caught completely off guard, scrambled to react, but their efforts were too little, too late. Borders slammed shut, cities were quarantined. The world watched in horror as civilization began to crumble. Section 5. A rabid world, but worse. Comparisons to rabies were inevitable. The aggression, the loss of cognitive function, the animalistic rage, it all mirrored the horrifying symptoms of that ancient viral enemy. But Cordyceps was something far more insidious. This wasn't just a virus attacking the brain, it was a parasitic organism, growing, consuming, replacing its host's very essence with its own. Rabies, for all its horrors, was a known entity. Cordyceps was an alien invader, its motives, its biology, its ultimate goal, a terrifying mystery. Humanity, facing an enemy it did not understand, was thrust into a desperate struggle for survival against an enemy that seemed to have arrived from a nightmare.